A man from Springfield accused of passing bad checks and using a fake cashier's check faces new legal problems. A judge has issued a failure to appear warrant after Terry Heitman missed a court date on Monday. Heitman is accused of passing a bad check worth nearly $4,200 and then the bank could not find the account. In another case, Heitman is accused of writing a bad check for car repairs, and court records also show he tried to buy a house in University Heights with a fake $450,000 cashier's check.